Situationships almost always involve a partner that is an avoidant, and in most cases, someone who is severely avoidant. A situationship is a relationship where both partners behave like they're in a committed relationship. You communicate all the time with each other. You behave as if you're a committed couple, but there's never a label put on the relationship. There's never official titles. There's never boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, none of that stuff. And every time you push for a label with this person, they meet you with fierce resistance. Oh, why do we have to put a label on it? Why can't we just be natural with each other? Why can't we just enjoy each other and let things go as they will? Things along those lines. When it's met with constant fierce resistance, despite the relationship going on for a prolonged period of time, this is an indication that the person that you're in the situationship with is emotionally unavailable and likely avoidantly attached. Avoidants associate commitment with abandonment. It is a subconscious association. It all goes back to childhood when this person was emotionally neglected by their parents or caretakers. They were never given the love and the nurturing that they needed as a child. So as an adult, they still have the latent fear that anybody that you rely on for your emotional needs is ultimately not going to be there for you. They're going to abandon you, reject you, they're going to disappoint you. And there is an association that emotional intimacy is required when you commit to somebody. When you put a label on a relationship, it is implied that you have to be vulnerable with this person, that you have to be emotionally available for this person. And that is quite scary to somebody who is emotionally unavailable that fears abandonment. In the avoidant subconscious mind, committing to you means that they will get abandoned by you. If they commit to you, they will get hurt. So they keep themselves safe by not putting a label on the relationship. Because if they don't officially commit to you and there's no title on the relationship, then they don't have to be emotionally available for you. They don't have to be vulnerable for you. They can continue to access the benefits of you, get all the perks of being with you without having to truly open up, without having to be vulnerable with you, and without having to risk the fear of being abandoned by you. Because at their core, severely avoidant people have a very low self-esteem, a lack of self-worth. They feel that they are unlovable inside. And a partner that treats them well, a partner that shows them love, commitment, time, energy, dedication, that person is too good for them. And that person just hasn't figured out that they're too good for them yet. But if the avoidant opens up, it's inevitable that that person is going to figure out that they're too good for the avoidant, and they're going to reject and abandon them. So by keeping themselves walled off and keeping a title away from the relationship, the avoidant can hold off the inevitable abandonment. They can enjoy their time with you without having to risk their fears being exposed. It is a maladaptive defense mechanism. Maladaptive because it actually hurts both the avoidant as well as their partner. Because at their core, avoidants do long for connection. They do want love. But they have defense mechanisms in place that prevent that from truly happening. And those defense mechanisms also hurt the other person. That's why they're called maladaptive, because they help nobody. Now, this is a perfect opportunity for you to hold boundaries. Obviously, if it's only been a few weeks of dating, there's plenty of time to put a label on things. But if you have been in a situationship for a long time with this person and they refuse to put a label on it, your feelings, your wants, your needs matter too. Doesn't mean you have to allow this situationship to drag on forever. You can assert a boundary. Boundaries being what you will and will not tolerate, what you want, don't want, what you need and don't need, because your feelings too. If you sacrifice your own wants and needs to cater to this person's insecurities and to cater to their fears, one, you're enabling that person. Two, you're sending yourself the message that your feelings, your wants, your needs don't matter. And you're actually pushing yourself further into insecurity, because you're sacrificing yourself just to appease another person, which is never a healthy thing to do. It's a perfect opportunity to say, listen, I care about you, I love you, but this is what I need. I need a committed relationship. And if that's something you can't do, that's unfortunate. Then perhaps we're not fundamentally compatible, but this is what I need. And holding a boundary will result in one of two different things. One, the relationship will come to its natural conclusion because this person will not be interested in honoring your boundaries. Your wants, your needs don't matter enough to them. And that tells you all you need to know because your feelings do matter. And if you do end up having to walk away from the relationship, do so knowing that you did so in a healthy way. You asserted boundaries, you didn't enable this person, and you have your own back. Or the other possibility is that this person does care about you enough to actually go ahead and put a label on the relationship because they do care about your needs, your wants, and they do care about your boundaries. A person that truly loves you and cares about you and wants the best for you is going to do their best to respect your boundaries. A person that is selfish and wrapped up in themselves is going to get annoyed at you for having the boundaries. There's a big difference there. Yes, a healthy partner might step over a boundary sometimes. Everybody makes mistakes, but the difference is a healthy, loving partner is going to take accountability when they make a mistake and work to do better the next time. The selfish person that is self-absorbed and totally wrapped up in themselves is just going to continue to get annoyed at you for having boundaries to begin with. But your boundaries are your sword and shield. They are your armor. They protect you from wasting time and emotional energy with a person that ultimately is not reciprocating the love and the energy that you're giving to them. Don't sell yourself short. If you want a committed relationship, don't allow a situationship to drag on forever because you're only hurting yourself. You're sending yourself some profoundly negative messages and you are enabling this person, sending them the message that it's okay to treat you this way. At the end of the day, remaining in the situationship and tiptoeing and walking on eggshells helps nobody. It doesn't even help the avoidant. So have your own back and remind yourself you deserve better. You deserve somebody who actually cares about your wants and needs and is willing to meet you in the middle because both your wants and needs and feelings and the other person's matter. And don't believe anything else. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. You matter.